So, I completely fucked up this video recording for the last one, but I'm just here to fucking talk about how awesome Venom 2 is, and I'm so fucking upset that this shit has like 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's honestly infuriating because Venom 2 is just so fucking awesome. Obviously, spoilers and shit, but like, it was just as good as the first one. Honestly, it was just as good. I don't fucking understand why this fucking movie has a 5 out of 10 on fucking Rotten Tomatoes. These people don't know how to fucking do anything right. It was so good. Fucking he he literally is in the exact same place as he was in the first movie, and normally that's like awful screen telling and storytelling, but he is such a loser. It honestly makes it so much better. Like, most movies, they wouldn't even try to do that stuff because our protagonist can't be a loser. He's got to be the best, you know? And he is a complete loser. For the first thing that he does is where not Carnage, where Cletus Cassidy is, you know, he's the serial killer, and he finds out, and Venom basically finds out the clue, and he literally solves a crime, and then he immediately goes home, and Tom Hardy is just like, Venom, you're so stupid, you couldn't get a job being a janitor, you couldn't clean toilets right. And then they proceed to have like a 5-minute fight of them literally just fighting each other because like he's just so stupid, and then he gets depowered, and then Venom goes to like a gay club, and he's just like, he shouldn't have done this to me. He should not have beaten me and threatened me with violence. And everyone thinks of it as like a gay coming out party. It was really stupid, but I loved it. Carnage was just stupid. Woody Harrelson is like, it was literally like the scene from the last bit of Venom where he's like, when I get out, there's gonna be carnage. Like, it's just so stupid. It's like a perfect mess, and they did exactly what made Venom just a refreshing, nice breath of air from all the stale fucking air that the MCU has had. It was so great. It was so cool. I cannot believe that it has a 5 out of 10 on IMDb. Honestly, that is just, they're wrong. They were paid to not say that that was good, because it was 90 minutes, you go, and it was out of the way. It was perfect. I loved it. I loved Venom 2. I mean, the idea that Carnage literally has a girlfriend whose power is the only thing that she does is can kill him is just so good. It's so awkwardly cut, exactly like the first one, where it just makes no sense. I mean, like, it's like the equivalent of Tom Hardy eating out of a fucking lobster tank, eating a lobster. It's just so good. And then obviously at the end he's like, they kill Carnage, where he gives a fucking decapitation and there's no blood, and I mean, it's just so stupid and it's awesome. Oh my god. And apparently in the first movie they never figured out that he was Venom. I mean, it was so stupid. And the best part is that he doesn't get the girlfriend. He has his ex-wife's boyfriend, now husband. I mean, they literally get married. They fucking help him. They help Eddie, and they're not a hindrance. It was great. I mean, the literally the boyfriend comes in and he burns the shit out of fucking Carnage, and it was great. And there was even a funny joke where there was you know, when priests get called father, and Carnage wants to kill his dad, or, you know, Venom, because he's his father. He's like, you're going to die, father. And the father's like, no, please, I didn't do anything. Not you. And then the post-credits scene, and Venom's gonna be in fucking Spider-Man 3! Oh my god, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe anyone said that fucking it's not that good of a movie. Oh my god, you have to go see Venom 2. Venom 2 was like, it was so fucking cool. It was exactly as good as the first one, and I love the first one because it was like a shitty 2000s movie in 2018, and this is exactly the exact same shit. It's like such a fucking refreshing breath of air compared to the stale, boring, non-funny. I mean, the jokes were funnier in this. Like, I couldn't imagine any of the MCU movies doing literally anything. I mean, just imagine Tom Holland fighting his spider suit, or Ant-Man literally fighting. I mean, I'm like literally beating the shit out of Hank Pym because they couldn't get along. I mean, it's just so good. Or like if Hank Pym literally solved how to fix Ant-Man's problems, he just takes it out on Hank Pym. He's like, "You stupid asshole! You couldn't fix a toilet." It was great. I loved it. I loved everything about that movie. I cannot wait for them to do the team up, and then I cannot wait for Venom 3 because I know they did a teaser with Poison or Toxin or whatever. I need Venom 3. It needs to be just as like weird and as absurd as the original. I loved it, and I'm glad he's in the MCU now. I mean, after Spider-Man, I mean, that's probably it. I am kind of excited now for Morbius because if they just do this fucking end credit scene where Morbius is just gonna join for, like, I mean, no one cares about fucking Morbius. I mean, just for him to randomly get in, I hope they continue to do the Sony MCU because that is what I want to watch. I would love to watch the Sony MCU like 9 times out of 10 over the regular MCU. It will be just glorious. I hope Morbius is just as weirdly edited and fucking bad as Venom. It was great. That's all I can say because normally I wouldn't make this video, but I mean, I just seen so many people saying like it's not good. It's like, did they not watch Venom? Like, it was the whole point. It was great. He's eating a fucking lobster. Like a goddamn weirdo. He's making... The whole reason why Venom stayed is because, like, you're a loser, like me. It's so great. I loved it. So, yeah, go watch Venom 2. Go watch Venom 2.